Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We just have some few minutes more to spend here. My name is Dr. Osaze Obaseki-Osemwegie. I want to be talking to us, going around some ideas on digital entrepreneurship. And it's going to be as practical as possible, very brief and straight to the point. And the aim is just to inspire you, is to get your brain working towards achieving more things and get your brain away from the traditional way of looking at things being done into a more digital approach to solving problems, to creating wealth, to creating solutions, and making things happen around you without necessarily even getting a loan from a bank. This training you just took, digital entrepreneurship, is one geared towards reawakening the entrepreneurship spirit in you digitally this time around, and making you understand that so much can be done that has not been done. And you know, most times if you want to set up businesses that are not digital, you often will need a lot of capital. Like you want to set up a bakery, a restaurant, hotel, you want to set up a mechanic garage, you have to buy tools, a tailoring shop, you have to buy machines. But let's take one, for instance. Take a restaurant. It takes millions of naira to set up a restaurant. But you as a digital entrepreneur, you can decide to say, okay, I want to market 5 restaurants. You set up your simple website. And if you don't have the money for your website, okay, market 1. Set up a Facebook page for XYZ restaurant. Discuss with the management. I want to market your restaurant for you. I can see your restaurant might not be doing too well. Even if it's doing well, I can make it do it ×2 of what it's doing right now. And what am I going to do? I'm going to market your restaurant. And now you are going to market it as a self-employed marketer. You get people directed to get place orders from the restaurant. Now, you have to work out a payment system where people might pay you and you supply the people from the restaurant. A very good example is you have restaurant A and you are restaurant B. You have restaurant B, but you don't have a physical restaurant. But you have your products being sold in partnership with restaurant A. So when people place order for your plate of rice, they place order on restaurant B to supply the plate of rice. You can go as far as even agreeing with restaurant A to use your label, to use your packaging in partnership with them. And once they place order, you pick from restaurant A and you supply your clients and you make your money. Have you ever thought of that? Is it making any sense to you? I want to see if it's making sense. Let me hear you type yes, if it's making any sense to you. Suddenly you now have a restaurant, but you don't have a building. Type yes if it's making sense to you. That's it. So you can wake up tomorrow and actually own a restaurant without owning a building. But digitally, you become a restaurant owner. A very good example is Jumia, you have Gigi, you have Amazon. Amazon sells all manner of things, books and all over, yet they don't produce one. So you just discover that you have so much you can do without necessarily even taking a loan to start it. So you have so much you can do. You can get a product from a factory. Go to a factory and say, look, your product is so nice. I love the product. I want to market this product. And all they just need to do is, okay, we are going to give you an affiliate link. Anytime anybody buys this product through your link, you make some commission. And you set up your Facebook page. You talk about the product. You put the product on your Facebook page. You create the Facebook page specifically for that product. You market it. You use your contact. You use your leverage on your contact. Everybody you know. Social media handles. You boost your Facebook page. And people start buying the product from your Facebook page through your own link. Now, for every single product people are buying, you are earning some commission. What about that? Suddenly you discover that you are making money without necessarily leaving your house. There are so many people making money in their thousands, in their millions, without necessarily having a physical business anywhere. Right now, I've been contacted by a friend, and they're into ticketing, air ticketing, both local and foreign. And she said, look, we have an affiliate program where we will train people for free, and after the training, they can market our product. And as they are marketing, through the link they are going to be given, as anybody is buying tickets, they are making their commission. It's automated. Now, you can decide to say, okay, I have so much contracts. Instead of sitting at home, you can just, okay, I'm going to National Assembly, I'm going to National Secretariat, I'm going to get clients that are buying tickets, flying abroad and whatever. They are buying through me. All you just need to do is set up your Facebook page, set up your Instagram handle, set up your LinkedIn, whatever. Now, most times we have this erroneous impression that if we don't have a website, we cannot start anything. Who said so? Then what is your Facebook page? Your Facebook page has a place for your name, for your phone number, for your email, for your social media handles, other social media handles. It has a place for your time for business, morning, afternoon, evening. In fact, there's also a place for people to place order right on Facebook. So what else do you need? You don't need to wait for a website. Waiting for a website might end up making you wait for some few extra months or a year, and before you know what's happening, you give up again. As you are listening to me right now, start thinking of setting up something from where you are without necessarily looking for money to set it up. You don't need money to set up your Facebook page. You just need your time and data, and be creative. Let me give you a very good example. A lot of people online, they see a product that is very, very fine, marketable. You should also know product that is marketable that people want. They just pick up the picture, make sure it's very clean, and get the source where they can actually supply this product. And people place order for this product. They go pick from the source after negotiating with the source for a discount, and they supply this product. And for every product they are supplying, they are making their profit. Now, integrity is another important thing you need to know when you are dealing with people online. People might take the risk to deal with you for the first time. Will they be disappointed? At least you need to take care of that. Don't rush into any online business if you know you don't have the capacity to satisfy customers' demands. People shouldn't place order for 20 products and you can only supply 5. They will start assuming that you might not be real after all. It's even worse if they actually paid and yet you cannot meet the demand. Integrity is very, very important. It's very key. Your ability to meet customers' demand, your ability to be right on time, your ability to keep to schedule, your ability to get the right product to the customer. There are cases where people order for products online and only to discover that they are getting a different product from what they ordered. If it becomes too rampant, don't forget you are on social media and your story goes round. You are finished. The speed at which you go up might just be the speed at which you come down. So your public perception must be well guided. You must make sure your policies are well looked into to ensure that you don't find yourself in a situation where you can be taken advantage of, or people can take advantage of you and mess up your business. Like I said earlier, I'm going to send you a link where you should be able to create your Zoom, learn how to use Zoom, learn how to create your Facebook page, learn how to create your social media handles like WhatsApp and every other thing. Those I call that a gift, because with such links and with such competencies, you can go anywhere and do anything, anytime on social media. And once again, I want to repeat it again, but all you just need is the ability to use these tools. You don't necessarily need to pay a dime to use any of these tools. I don't even advise you to start boosting. Organically grow your audience. And it starts with a five audience, 2 audience, 3 audience, 5, 7, 10, and referral start. Oh, I used the product. It was so nice. Oh, they are very honest. They will tell you 4 o'clock. They will come by 4. Oh, in fact, don't worry. They will even change the product if it was damaged in the process of bringing it here. Things like that are things that make people refer others to you. And you must maintain a constant social media presence all the time. You don't let go. If I take you to my Facebook page, you discover that my Facebook page is consistently updated. And it allows for people to make comments. So when people start coming to your Facebook page to say, it's a scam, don't mind him, don't buy the product, they will go and give you something fake, then you're out of market. But when people keep saying, wow, Mr. Terry Bande has the best orange juice I've ever tasted. Oh, really? How did you get it? Just place order on his Facebook page. He will supply you. Oh, really? The person tries it. It works. He tells somebody else again, this same thing. And in less than 6 months to 1 year, you now discover that you will be having a large chunk of your market. One other quick thing I need to quickly chip in here, because it's one major issue most of us have. Don't give yourself a very short timeline to start making money. Creating the name is more important than making the money, because the moment you create that name, you create that niche, and people know you for what you are, the money starts chasing you. So creating that good name, that brand, let the brand be registered in people's mind. Then gradually money will start chasing you. There should be a product, identify a product, and don't fall into the temptation of marketing several products. No, pick a particular product, do your research. Do people like this product? Is it in high demand? Do people easily get this product? If they don't get this product, how are they getting it? A very good example is honey. A lot of people don't like buying honey because they say most honeys are fake. Will you be able to identify the source of a genuine, real honey? Can you ascertain that in the next 5 years, if you want this kind of genuine honey, you can always get it? If your answer is yes, can you package it and be able to supply your customers? If the answer is yes, then go ahead. Be bold enough to come out to social media to say, look, if you're buying honey and you've not been getting the real honey, get in touch with me. And before you know what's happening, people will say, wow, I tasted a honey, I tasted a sufficient grace honey. It was the best. In fact, it's clear that it was natural. Oh, really? My husband has been tasting honey and it has been tasting sugar. So right now he avoids honey. No, just go and get from a sufficient grace. Oh, you have their phone number, go to their Facebook page, just type sufficient grace. You will see it there. You see everything there is honey. Your cover is honey. Your logo is there. Your write-up is about honey, the properties of honey, what honey is all about, the kind of things it can treat, why you need honey. So you just discover that this Facebook page is all about honey. And suddenly everybody makes it a home for honey. For a lot of us, we don't know that every single product you are seeing in the market, whether local or foreign, you can actually decide to market that product, go into distribution of that product, or even go into contract manufacturing of that same product. By contract manufacturing, I simply mean you walk into a factory, a bakery producing bread, and tell the bakery, I love your bread. I want to produce my own bread, but I cannot set up a bakery. So you are going to produce my bread for me. I will set up my nylon, produce my bread. I pay you for the bread and package my bread in my nylon. And I get my NAFDAC number from your premises. And you just have a very simple agreement and understanding. And that's all. You start producing your bread. And you put your bread online. as you are producing, everybody wants your bread because you are marketing your bread online. Digital entrepreneurship doesn't necessarily mean you must have a product to market online. Your ability to market your physical product online and get people to buy it is also a part of digital entrepreneurship. Just as also being able to market a product online and get it sold. Your ability to put all variables together, time, place, price, online on a product and get it sold makes a very big difference. And there's so much money to be made online. So much money to be made online. People real time are placing order for products. People real time are taking products. Payment is easy. You don't necessarily need to pay cash, do transfer. And it's just going on and on and on. Just Abuja alone have millions of people in Abuja. Imagine people placing order for your product online. And you have a dispatch rider or you work with some dispatch riders to help you send your products to your customers. Some of these products, the cost of dispatching it might just be on the customer, not you. So you need to start making a lot of research about being able to market your products online because there are huge potentials online for you. You can decide to be a middleman between farmers and buyers. You will say, oh, I'm in Abuja. Oh, he's talking because he's in Abuja. But me, I'm here in Vandekia, one village in Vandekia. But you have internet. And people want to buy yam. And they don't know that in that village, they can buy yam 5 times cheaper than what they are buying in the next town. But with your social media prowess, people get to know that, oh, you mean in that village you can get it so cheap, readily available? Yes, you get your farmers on one hand, the buyers on one hand. And when they come, just position yourself in such a way that you make your money. It's as simple as CPC. It's just being creative and using the social media platform to market whatever you want to do. You could be just to market yourself. You have people that want people that will manage them and manage their social media presence. They pay you for it. Yeah, they pay you for it. I had a discussion with someone. I said, just look around. State ministries, local government local government, state government, ministries, federal government ministries, parastatals. They all have social media handles. Ask yourself, how many are very active? You can actually walk up to the DG of one of these ministries or parastatals and say, look, hand over your social media handle for me. I want to manage it for you. I want to be creating content. I will run it for 2 months for free for you. If you see any improvement, then we can discuss. And guess what? Probably you go to a big ministry and he gives their social media handle to you and you run it for 2 months. You study, you look online, you learn online, you put everything you are learning. You have a group you discuss with. Like I said, we're going to put you in a group so that you can discuss with everybody. And suddenly they'll say, wow, people are beginning to know about our activity. Thanks to this young man that's managing our social media handle. Oh, we really need to have a department like that. Or suddenly you might just become the head of a department. If you need to penetrate organizations like this, be ready to sacrifice your time and effort because sometimes they need to see what you are talking about. They need to experience it. They need to see it practically done. But if you think you don't have the time, if you think you don't have the patience, that everything must be paid for, then you may have to, somebody else might just be overtaking you very soon. Am I making sense to you? We have a lot of messages here. Am I making sense to you, please? Sorry, I'm just trying to read something. Okay. Let me please take care of somebody, Emmanuel. Okay. So I've just taken care of someone. So sometimes we just have some nuisance that come online to disturb. Okay. Yeah, I've just done that. I think I've taken care of him. So, ladies and gentlemen, this program is it's a program, live experience that you don't need somebody to tell you. It has to do with a lot of common sense, creativity, looking around you, looking around uh, your environment, and being able to make something out of your environment, being able to see opportunities, seize it, and create your ability to reach millions of people via social media. Yeah. Okay. I would like to take some questions. Please, if your hand is raised, just bring it down so that I will be able to identify those people that have some questions to ask now, so that we get ready to call it a day for the night. Please bring down your hands so that we can tell exactly who is asking question. Mr. Terry Bandi, you have questions to ask?
Yes, doctor. Good evening, doctor.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for the opportunity.
Thank you.
I'm meeting you again. Instantly, I used an email that is showing Terry. I'm the same engineer, Terry Bandi. I was the facilitator, and then I've done several other courses with
great.
you. And I thank you. It's been very enriching.
Thank you, sir.
Now, yes, sir. I want to say that for the internship,
yeah,
I want my, if you would allow, if that is possible, because of the kinds of things I do. I'm a consulting engineer, I'm a project manager, and I am a clergyman as well.
Okay.
I lead a ministry. So what I'm doing is I'm developing social media and other media assistance. So I want to use this opportunity because I must also add that I've done quite a number of trainings like this. And I love what you're doing much, much more because, you know, because of my kind of foundation, we believe a lot in first principles. And honestly, sir, yours is very, very excellent. You can get all the basics.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, we lost him. We cannot. And
be able to.
Okay. Okay. I think the network is bad maybe from his end. Okay. Okay, we'll call somebody else. Somebody is asking if the certificate is going to be seen as BSc. No, Kevin Amos. No, it's not a BSc place. BSc is 4 years. Okay. Mr. Jerry, are you back? Unmute
Yes,
yourself.
sir.
Okay.
So like I was saying, sir, I wanted to use this opportunity to be able to get very competent media assistants and lead them to rather do some content creation together with them. And because I've done a lot offline, I've done a lot of trainings offline too, and I have quite a lot of materials on my own activities, both in the profession and then in the clergy work as well. And we want to do a lot of intensive online campaigns from next year. So my personal engagement will rather be to work with very competent media assistants and guide them in developing the kind of content, because I can guide them to do that. That would be a more productive use of my time. So I'll be grateful if that can be done under your supervision, so that at least I'll be able to also get back to say that, look at exactly what is happening and what I'm doing. And then at the end of the day, this is what the outcomes are for me to really have it as well. Because I wouldn't have the opportunity to go and apply to a company I have so much in my own. I'm a chief executive, sir.
Yeah. Okay, excellent. Yeah, we don't have a problem with that. It's an excellent move. In fact, those are the kind of creative moves towards practical experience that we encourage. But like I said earlier on, we always need somebody to stand in as your supervisor to say, okay, Mr. Terry did this. I can say, yes, I supervised his work. He achieved this and he was able to do it properly well, because somebody just need to be there to say, yes, you did your internship. So you just get a supervisor that will supervise what you are doing, because that's your supervisor is going to send us a form going to be filled talking about you and what you are doing. So what you are doing is not really the issue, but the fact that you are doing something related to what you've studied. So if you decide to build up a social media handle, a social media handle for an organization, and that is your internship. When we say internship, we are more or less talking about your practicals.
Yes, sir.
Your practical. So you are perfectly in order, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm grateful. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Somebody just said, Tony can help at yahoo.com. Is it possible for us to cite a sample of the certificate? You do please throw some more light on the institution that is underwriting the certificate. Thanks. I think these kind of questions are not questions I necessarily need to answer, because you've been in a classroom for the past 3 days studying. You don't know the name of the institution that you are studying with, and you did not ask for the materials and content to see if it's worth your time for 3 days. And now that you're asked to pay for certificate, you want to see the certificate first. And may I remind you, Mr. Tony, and everybody, that this certificate is not mandatory. It's optional. We are more concerned about people acquiring knowledge. And we are saying that if you have acquired this knowledge and you need to get a job, you definitely need a certificate, but it's not mandatory. Number two, if you have a personal business, in some cases when you are writing a business plan, you might need to put it there that, oh, I've done a training on this area before. Even as a self-employed, you might be asked to submit a certificate showing that you have competence in that area, you've been trained in that area. So it is not mandatory, but it's just optional. And therefore, I think everything you need to know about Laplace is out there. It's out there. We can't spend 3 days in a WhatsApp group and now we are on Zoom live and you're still asking this kind of question. I mean, sorry. I think I prefer to answer other very, very reasonable questions. Yeah. Can we have the account details? Please, for payment, in the class, in the WhatsApp group you took your class, an account number will be posted by the person that taught you in that class. Please make your payment and your certificate will be processed right in that class. All certificates will start being processed from tomorrow. Please take note. Good evening, sir. The Zoom link was sent late to my group. Just being able to access it now. The meeting is coming up to an end without getting any information. Or we'll send a recorded video of this program so that it will get to your class and you'll be able to go through once again. Can a place of internship be recommended to stay-at-home moms? Well, we don't want to recommend any, but you can scout around for any. Do them a letter. If you don't want to send the letter to them online, you can get somebody to send this letter to them, and then you agree on the internship. But you can do it from anywhere. Grades for payment. Well, subject to certain factors. How will the certificate be seen as? Is it a diploma or what? It's not a diploma. You can't do a diploma just for some few days, please. Yeah. But it's more of a professional certificate. Look at it from the angle of the knowledge and skills you've acquired. Danjuma wrote, what is the problem? Let me call you for those to say something. What's your question, Danjuma wrote? Okay, I don't think you are still here. People keep, this is another question. How do we get in touch with companies for the internship? I think I've answered most of this already. How do Jude Amadu? What's your question? Unmute yourself.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yes. This program has been very enriching. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you for the facilities you have put in place.
Thank you.
Truly, my facilitator through your system has done a good job.
Thank you.
But again, we need to actually be sure, that we are paying to the right people. We don't want people to begin to use your name to actually just do things. And then at the end of the day, just like you said now, that when people now begin to say, don't mind that La Plage, is forward now, whereas it's other people that may have been using your name like that. So the people that have facilitated us, can they use individual account, or must it be a La Plage account that we should pay to? Because my own facilitator posted an individual account. I was a bit skeptical, so I haven't paid. So I felt, of course, ask that question here.
Okay, now, first and foremost, we have close to 3,000 facilitators and trainers spread over 25 countries. Okay, and the standard is that in a class, you are only allowed to pay into a company account. However, there are cases where if there's an issue with the company account as at that point in time, that same facilitator that taught you,
yes,
if it is a facilitator that is sending that account number to the class,
yes,
then there might not be any need for you to worry.
It's okay.
Yeah. However, we strongly encourage all our facilitators to use their company account number or La Plage account number in the class for payment.
Okay.
Yeah. But by end of this month, payment will be centralized through the website directly. So you have a dashboard, you pay through your dashboard, just click in your dashboard and you make your payment, and you get your certificate will be in your dashboard. All that should be coming up soon by month end, by God's grace.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome.
My question is, sir.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Wow, okay. Sembe Ahi. Are you there? Okay, I don't think she's there. Amina.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's your question?
I was saying question, so I wanted to ask: is the certificate recognized globally?
What?
Is the certificate recognized globally?
You see, questions like this are very difficult to answer.
Okay.
They're very difficult to answer. You don't expect me to say it's not recognized globally. We have global accreditations. We have students taking our courses for a very long time from different countries. There was a time we noticed over 100 countries. Even as far as Russia, students were taking our courses. We have trainers spread over 25 countries, over 3,000 trainers, not students. So I don't know how else to explain that it's not international. We have people working with our certificates, different countries. We have people acquiring knowledge and they're using it in different countries.
Okay, sir.
From us. So, but like I keep saying, we should de-emphasize the issue of certificate. The question you should be asking is that, are you now becoming a digital entrepreneur? If you are asked to explain what digital entrepreneurship is, can you explain it? Yes, that is the main thing. Because after getting the certificate, you can't explain all these things. What is the use of the certificate to you? But if you are able to handle all this, I keep saying this certificate becomes needed for documentation purposes.
Yes.
The world has got you to a point where your certificate no longer gets you that job. It is you that gets the job for yourself, and the certificate becomes like a topic. Okay, thank you. I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Jibo Kwan. Are you there? Yes, unmute yourself, Jibo. Unmute yourself. Just click on the unmute button. Unmute yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, can you hear me?
Hello? Your network is bad.
The network is bad, sir. I say, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm struggling to hear you.
Okay. I want to appreciate God for the program, and I have a few questions to ask you now.
Yes,
concerning the internship, I'm here in area.
Okay.
Yes, my situation is in Sanga. I appreciate it's a good job. Whereby I want to have to ask a question. My profession is medical. How can I do it to improve or to join this fine?
Yeah, I'm struggling to understand what you are saying. Maybe you should just send a message.
Because
yeah, it's really difficult.
The network is bad. The network is too bad.
Yes, Zaria, we've always had issues with network from Zaria. Yeah. Yeah, we've always had issues with network for Zaria. Maybe you just type it. Yeah.
I'll say it.
Okay. Rukaya Abubakar.
Yes. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I really want to appreciate your efforts.
Yeah, thank you.
You have done a great job.
Thank you.
My concern is, as a physiotherapist, how best can I apply this knowledge, and how do I go about the internship program?
Okay. Thank you. You know, as a physiotherapist, when we say internship is your ability to apply your knowledge in growing a particular business supporting a particular business or starting a particular business digitally. So if you take your physiotherapy as a business, how do you put it online? How do you market it? How do you get your clients to come? How do you respond to them? Basically, everything about customer service, customer relations, marketing your product is the same thing with doing it digitally. The only difference is that this time around you are doing it virtually, not face-to-face. So the first thing first you need to do is that you must create a social media presence for your business as a physiotherapist. You may not be able to do physiotherapy online, but you can also communicate it online. Like for instance, if you have clients, you can follow up on them and say, okay, let's do a Zoom. Let's do a video call. Have you done your exercise? Have you done this? Have you done that? And the client will be like, wow, I've done it. It's remaining, okay, do it, let me see. As I'm watching you, I want to see you do it on video call. And you solve the problem. You don't necessarily need to go to that client's house at that point in time. This is digital entrepreneurship we are talking about. It's real. It can be applied to every single thing you are doing. I just told you one now, and I'm sure you can start thinking about so many ways.
Exactly.
You can have your Facebook page, put your logo, put your whatever at the background, the picture there, physiotherapist, and talk about physiotherapy. Become a center where everybody wants to go and learn about physiotherapy. What is it all about? How do you handle some cases? You discuss topics about physiotherapy, not necessarily treating people all the time. Some students can come there to come and even learn about physiotherapy. You can book your clients online through your WhatsApp business. You can book them online. They can book and say, come and take care of my client, come and take care of my brother, my sister. And you charge them. When you agree, you go. Some you don't need to go, you just take care of it online. The list is just endless. So you just create a center for practical attachment for yourself. Ensure the only thing, just make sure you have a supervisor that will say, yes, this person actually did this. And this is the result that came out. You will get a form that your supervisor will fill to tell us that. Have I answered your question?
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Shaibu John Adamu. Okay. Who is Unaji Daniel? Says he has a testimony. Let's listen to him. Unaji Daniel, over to you.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Hello,
Yeah,
sir. Sorry.
my background is
I'm
that.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
My name is Daniel. I used to work with Kunga as a corporate sales manager, and we do more of what you've been teaching us.
Yeah.
And while I work with Kunga, for the few years I worked with Kunga, I saw everything virtually, practically exposed via the class we had. And I got a broader picture of what I was doing there. I was doing it, I thought it's just like a walk, a burden, and this and that. Now, this class exposed me that I can practically get my e-commerce business, running with all my experience, because then I was covering the North Central and including Kaduna and Zaria. I was in Abuja, but currently now I'm in Kaduna. Now, at the course of the class, I got a broad knowledge. I got, I just have a picture that I can, get all the local Nigerian markets get a platform for them where I can be in Abuja. I want to see Monday market in Kaduna. What is going on in Monday market and what are the prices through what you taught us. And that is the vision I just got. And I'm building up something for it. Based on my knowledge, because I involved in bringing up individual businesses into platform on Conga when I was with them as one of the facilitators, one of those that go to the meet with customers and bring them on board. This business, this idea, this picture, this vision you have, is endless.
Thank you.
Is no limits. I discovered that for questions that have been coming in, people don't even know what the scope of what you are trying to deliver. They just got on the peripheral aspect of it. This thing is deep. I have been eating this lecture notes. I have been coming out with something. In fact, the aspect I got interested is the trademarking. The trademarking, because many people have been, jumping into one or idea of someone's idea and, go free with it and this thing. So I was just thinking, how do I secure my ideas? And this thing, when I got that particular knowledge there, in fact, that particular side, we need to broaden it. We need to get companies that does the registration locally, according to the countries. Because that lecture was just about 2-3 pages, paragraphs. So it was not broadened. I want to see more like the Minister of Interior Affairs that are into the trademarking in Nigeria, like in Abuja, in Zone 3. Head address, contact person, in CAC, address, contact person. I need to see something like that too. That that is presented in the business. Now I want to tell us something. What I want to tell us is that marketing is the best job ever in the world if you are a good marketer. I've been in marketing in Oceanic Bank, FCMB, e-commerce, communication, and now I'm fully in ministry, Living Faith Church as a pastor. Now, this whole experience I gathered, I discovered that it's all about selling. It's all about selling. And there are products everywhere, but there are no buyers everywhere, because buyers are being fed by what they see and compelled to buy. Now, there is something again with this digital marketing that I want to share. It's about the picture you place. People, you don't just snap a product and place it anyhow and you want somebody to see it. No, in Conga, what we do, we have professionals with good camera. Whatever they snap, they paint it, beautify it, place it, and that's what we call the descriptions of product description. You give it total description. That is what this aspect of market analysis talks about. One of the this thing in type of digital marketing, entrepreneurship marketing. That is what he talks about. Telling histories about that product, and people got interested and they just want to have a test of it. So I just got a broader vision that every market in Nigeria, I can build a business plan for them, website for them, manage their Facebook, and everybody go to the market locally, get somebody go to the market locally, and let them register onto the platform of that market, and everybody in the whole world can see what is going on. For example, let me take Winty Market in Abuja, in Bauchi. Winty Market, there are things they are selling in Winty Market that I needed in Abuja. How to get it? How do I get to access it? Who do I contact? Where do I get this? So by this knowledge, I discovered that I can break through in this aspect. I just got a wider picture. And now, how will it get from the market to the person? Now, the aspect you have not discussed in this is the logistic aspect of it. We've not seen the logistic aspect of it, because we must treat the logistic aspect, because if somebody see your product, how do you get reach to you? So that medium, we need vivid discussion. I can also help with some idea and if I'm contacted, we need vivid discussion on deliveries, not just seeing the pictures, seeing the business, showing the customers, and deliveries. Deliveries, prices. I want to buy a shoe recently in Lagos. When I ask of the shoe, the price is okay, but the delivery price is way out of it. So I stopped the market. So how do we get cheap prices in terms of delivery? So these are my testimonies. These are what I want to contribute. I have more to say based on my scope, our experience, and what I've just learned from this class. And I want to say kudos to you, sir. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Because yes, a lot of people wanted people were like, oh, time. I think you are speaking from a background of experience. And I just wanted you to air out what you wanted to say, and that was excellently put. On the issue of logistics, we are trying as much as possible not to overload, because most persons are just getting to know this kind of course for the first time. In fact, this is the first time this course is being run, and it's not a common course. So at least after this, in level 2, these are some of the things we'll be looking at: logistics, putting your business online. But first of all, let people even learn how to put their business online, develop a marketing concept around a product, support an existing business to grow. If it might not even involve sending products around, it might just involve attracting students to that business like a school. Once you're able to do all that, then we'll now move to the next stage where you start thinking of sending products to a client or a customer. How do you send that, the route and everything? That will be dealt with more on level 2. But for now, just develop the confidence to know that every single product needs to be marketed, and you are there to do that, whether it's a farm produce, whether it's a product from a factory. Thank you once again. We are going to just take some few more questions, and after that, we call it a day. Techno, what is the problem? I don't like the way you are sitting. You are not looking happy. Techno CK7N. Okay, over to you. Let me hear from you. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really appreciate what I've been listening to. Honestly,
thank you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you very well. Are you using your earpiece?
Oh yeah, yes, sir. Can you hear me now?
Okay, better.
Yeah, I kept trying to ask the question, how would you advise a military man to go about the internship?
What?
How would you advise a military man, like a military personnel, to go?
If you are using your earpiece, that might just be the reason why we are not getting you clearly.
Okay, maybe I should disconnect the earpiece.
Yeah, better.
Can you hear me now?
Perfect.
Okay. My first question is, how would you advise a military personnel to go about the internship? Because I understand you said there has to be a supervisor who will sign the letter to serve as a proof that you carried out the internship.
Yeah.
Then secondly, I believe the internship is more about how to practicalize how you market your, as in create a market for yourself on the internet, on the social media like that. Though I have ideas on, like there's a gift you sent after one of the tests we did. So I was following it, and I think I was able to set up the WhatsApp market. I set products on WhatsApp, and I created just like it was taught on gift you sent. But my question now is, how would I kind of get somebody who will sign my internship letter? Because in my line of duty, I find it difficult to kind of go out to look for maybe where I'll do the internship like that.
Okay.
How would you advise?
Yes. There are some questions I might not be able to ask to get some answers here in the public. But I want to suggest that, like in the military, I also understand that you have your social media, they call it a media department or so.
Yes.
The media department, you have the social media arm that engage the public. You understand me?
Sure. Yeah.
Being able to build a brand, build a good name, build get people to start seeing you in a positive light is another form of being able to market a product. The product you are marketing might not necessarily be a product you market in return for money. If as at the time you decide to do an internship with a social media department of the military, supporting their social media arm, marketing it, writing content, just like the guy I spoke with in Ghana. And along the line, the response moves from 10 persons to 20 to 30, and the response is now becoming very positive. You should know that you've actually made a mark.
Exactly. When you spoke to the man that works with the fire service, I followed up, and I was able to pick up ideas on how to go about it. But
very good.
You have to, like you said, you need the letter of internship to be able to go carry out the.
We are going to give you that. We are going to give you that.
I mean, yeah, but it has to be signed by an external supervisor or maybe the person that you.
No. We are going to give you a letter. You will take it for your internship. While you are doing your internship, there should be somebody supervising you. We are going to give you a separate letter for your supervisor to sign. That letter is separate from the letter of posting.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I think that will do. Thank you very much.
Yes, just take that step and you'll be happy. Thank you very much. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Well, in times like this, you always have to say it's over and out. But the way I'm seeing some faces here, like that of Mr. Ate Ukweni and Mrs. Joy Olalekon, I'm so scared of ending this program without calling them. Let me just attempt to call them. Then we can call it a day. But by and large, by God's grace, I think we've really answered almost everybody's question. If so many other persons have questions to ask, then I really wonder what the questions they are going to ask. But I will still touch on some few things which are most likely the questions they want to ask. But let's listen to these two persons. Please, your question should just be 30 seconds, and that's all. Okay, madam, over to you. Unmute yourself. Okay.
Thank you.
Good evening, madam.
Hi. Kudos to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I really appreciate this program, and I see that it's going to help me in the affiliate marketing course I'm undergoing recently.
Okay.
But I come in late to this meeting. Some of most of discussions about the internship. Concerning the person you answered now, you talked about letter of posting. How is it going to be? Are we going to choose a place ourselves, or how is it going to be the posting? Then it's like placing us, because I'm in Ado-Ekiti, Nigeria. So are we to forward the place we intend to do it, or you are posting us to somewhere around the place we reside? Or how exactly is it going to be?
Now,
there's still one more question.
Yeah.
We learned through the facilitators that we are going through the internship. We are going to be exposed to the practical aspect of this program, but we have not been exposed to any practical aspect yet. Is it going to be through the internship, or I don't know? I can't understand.
Yeah. You see, we've been talking about this for long, that the internship can as well be called the practicals, where you are given a letter, you get a place, the letter will be to whom it may concern, so that you can submit it to as many places as you want. Then anywhere you have a place, you do your practical sessions with them. Some of these places, they may need to even be the ones to teach you. In some places, you might even be the one to even give them something by setting up something for them, because they might not even have it at all. So you're coming into that organization, you might just discover that you might need to just start that for them, like their social media handles. Some might not even have Facebook page at all. Some might not even have social media handles. Now, and that is why we gave you some gifts. where you have videos on how to create social media handles, how to use Zoom. You might even decide to tell some organization, okay, let's start engaging our customers on Zoom. I will anchor it for this 1 month.
Okay.
The bottom line is that you have somewhere you can practically practice what you've been taught.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no, you did not fully answer my question because
What
setting up.
What else is the other question?
So setting up social media handles for maybe those, places that are existing without any of such. We have not really learned much about this. That's why the practical aspect about if we need to be the one that will teach them or set up things for them.
Madam, do you have a Facebook account?
Yes, sir.
You have a Facebook page?
No, sir.
You don't? Were you able to access the link we gave you that contains videos?
And yes, it took me to Facebook, a Facebook page.
No. There are so many links we gave out. The one we call a gift. I'm going to send it again to your class. From that link, you can watch videos on how to create a Facebook page.
Hello?
I'm going to resend a link to the various classes. You'll get it in your class. There's going to be a link where you learn how to create a Facebook page.
Okay.
Learn how to use Zoom, your Instagram, learn how to even Google Drive and Google Form. Learn how to create a Google Form for accounting purposes, for collecting data, which you can also develop for an organization. Look, madam, we've given you so much already, so much. But the point is that you need to do your part.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
We've given you so much information. What you need to do now is do your part by undergoing some of these studies on your own to learn some of these things that have been given to you through watching of these videos. And you'll be able to say, oh, let me even look for an organization. I will just tell them I want to volunteer as a Google Drive expert with them. You watch the video, learn how to create a Google form. It's self-explanatory. It could just be that, let me set up a social media department, or I want to work in your social media department for 1 month for practicals, free of charge. You give them a letter, they accept it, and you learn. Or you could even be the one to support them with what you know already.
Okay.
You cannot tell me that you have not learned 1 or 2 things since you joined this program.
I've learned a lot.
No, so you are not even better than a lot of people. Just be confident about yourself. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Please don't forget to send them the links that you promised to send.
I will. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. One more person, Ate Ukweni, over to you. Please, let's be brief.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. I'm grateful.
Yeah, thank you.
Please, I am a facilitator in Calabar Cross River State.
Oh, really?
I'm coming up with a complaint from one of my students who took the IELTS course.
Please. This is very wrong. It's very wrong. The IELTS issue should be handled separately and not here.
It's all right. It's okay, sir.
First of all, you have a facilitator in that class. You can private chat that facilitator.
That class is locked.
Hold on. I'm not asking you to post in the class. You can private chat the facilitator. That is what I said. You just go to the private chat of the facilitator and chat him privately. You can chat Bacchus, the office, the operations manager, and I'm even there.
Okay.
So you can private chat any of us with the complaint, and that's all.
It's all right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, whatever has a beginning must have an end. And I think we've come to the end of this program. I want to tell you that you have to do your part. We've ignited a fire. It's left for you to make sure that fire burns and become something else. We cannot teach you, we cannot make you learn how to use these tools. Apart from learning how to use these tools, you need to consistently use them. Incorporate the use of these tools in your everyday life, so that if you discover that almost on a daily basis you have a reason to use any of these tools until you get so perfect to the point that they become part of you. Now you start speaking a digital language. Once again, we've done our part, but the ball is now in your court. I'm going to send a link for those create those social media handles and do some other things that will help you digitally, because no matter what you learn here, without those digital tools and without your ability to use those tools, you cannot function. And that was why we gave you that link. And for your certificate, once again, it is 7,000. If you are not interested in the internship, you just pay your 5,000 and get your certificate. But if you want to do your internship, just pay it all once, 7,000, and you get a letter of certificate and letter of posting, then another document for your supervisor. Yeah. And please, I need you to understand that the earlier you do your internship, if you are ready to do your internship, the better for you. You can also decide to do your internship and not to do your level 2. All you just need is a practical experience. You can also decide to do your internship, and it enables you to do your level 2 with the Entrepreneurship Research and Development Center at the university. Without your internship or without a certificate, you can't do your level 2. However, you can get your certificate and you don't do your internship and you go away with your certificate, or you can do your internship and get your certificate and yet decide not to do your level 2. It's optional. And by the way, let me still remind everybody that issuance of certificate is optional. It's not mandatory. So we wouldn't want to be entertaining some questions that try to demean us or try to ask questions that are not really too nice just because you want to pay for certificate. We just want to remind you that it's not mandatory. So if you are not convinced, you are not happy, you are not comfortable, don't pay. We are happy that you got the knowledge and you are okay with the knowledge and it's going to help you somewhere. We are very, very comfortable with that. And please, in your class, ensure that any information you are getting is coming directly from your facilitator, who is also an admin in your class. Very important. Don't get information from elsewhere, from someone else that has not been the one teaching you in that class. Please do not. You must only respond to the person that has been teaching you and is also an admin in your class. And you know the person has been there for the past 3 days with you. That is the person you should be responding to. That is the person you should ask questions from. Thank you once again. God bless you all and see you in the class. Make your payment now. By tomorrow morning, latest by 12, by God's grace, certificates will start being issued. And this time around, we are not going to give this long rope of 1 week or so, because we have a lot of courses lined up to be offered soon. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free.
Thank you so much. Good
Thank you
night.
very much.
So much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Good night.